Hi, I'm Gino, and music is a big part of my life. You can find me performing on stage with National Philharmonic at Strathmore and right here in Sound Impact's Time Travel Goes Digital series. So join me as we travel up, up, and away!
In a distant land, far into the future, with no music. Who will unlock the sounds of the past?
I repeat,
do not fear. Sound Impact is here. Sound Impact musicians stand united on board their time travel machine, venturing around the world through time, discovering musical treasures. Time to travel.
Hi, I'm Sophie. In this episode, we will continue to explore music from other countries and how they've been shaped by language, immigration, and history. Here we go. Time to travel.
Up, up, and away!
We've landed in the year 1763 in Quebec, Canada, where I am from. Let's explore a little of Quebec's history. Quebec was a colony of France before 1763, as were many parts of the United States, even all the way down to the New Orleans, La Nouvelle-Orléans. At the end of the French and Indian War, where the Francophone and indigenous people fought the British, Quebec became a colony of Britain, ultimately a province of Canada. And this is why there is a part of Canada where only the French language is spoken. The original settlers brought with them folk songs from France. À la Clairefontaine is one of the more popular folk songs that was sung by les coureurs de bois, the runners of the woods, who were among the first to arrive in Quebec. They were hunters, trappers, and fur traders working along the St. Lawrence River. À la Clairefontaine was considered an early pseudo-Quebec anthem. It is said that after France ceded Quebec to Britain, this folk song took on another meaning. The rose now represents the British, the rose bush represents Britain, and the friend, l'ami, the you in the song, represents France. To Quebecers, maintaining and protecting their French cultural identity is important to them, especially being surrounded by English-speaking Canadians and the English-speaking Americans. Speaking of language is an important part of a country's culture. There's Mandarin Chinese from China, Russian from Russia, and Arabic from the Middle East. Can you think of other languages? As many have done before, when we are frustrated and sad of how things turned out, we turn to song. The folk song à la Clairefontaine speaks of a beloved bathing in a clear spring, hearing a nightingale sing, and thinking about his long-lost friend, whom he lost after failing to give her a rose. Here are a few verses of À la Clairefontaine, a folk song about loss and longing.
Je
It's time to move along. I'm so excited for you to explore another culture with Jerome. Time to travel.
Up, up, and away!
We've landed in Jamaica, where my family is from, in the year 1962. I'd like to share with you the Jamaican national song, I Pledge My Heart, which was written by Jamaican novelist Victor Stafford Reid and inspired by the British song, I Bow to Thee, My Country. It was originally called Bow Now, My Heart, but those lyrics were replaced with I Pledge My Heart. An interesting thing about this song is that the famous English composer Gustav Holst composed this melody for a symphonic movement called Jupiter, for his composition titled The Planets, which he wrote between 1914 and 1916. Jamaica gained independence from Britain in 1962. The national song, I Pledge My Heart, was written to prepare children for nationhood after independence. It's performed with Jamaica's national anthem and national pledge during flag-raising ceremonies and at other school and civic events. Isn't it interesting how songs and melodies, even from a very long time ago, continue to become a part of other nations' cultures? Okay, it's time to travel.
Up, up, and away!
Thanks, Jerome. Aloha, everyone. We've landed in Hawaii in the year 1879. A tiny travel guitar called a braginha has just been brought to Hawaii by Portuguese immigrants. This instrument is about to be adapted with a new tuning and a new name, the ukulele. Now, the word ukulele can be translated from the Hawaiian language in several ways. One possible meaning is jumping flea, most likely a reference to the musician's fast-moving fingers. Another meaning is the gift that came. The ukulele became widely used throughout Hawaiian music and remains an important part of Hawaiian culture. Today, the instrument comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors and is popular around the world. Queen Liliuokalani, Hawaii's last monarch, was an incredibly prolific composer, and she loved to play the ukulele. Here, I'm going to perform one of her most famous songs called Aloha Oe, which tells the story of saying goodbye. In this arrangement, I'll be playing both the melody, otherwise known as the tune, and the chords, otherwise known as the harmony, to show you what this tiny instrument can sound like all by itself as a solo instrument. Well, that's my cue to say goodbye and pass it one last time to Gino.
Thanks, Jessica. Let's travel one more time. Ready? Time to travel.
Up, up, and away!
We've landed in the year 1896 in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the birthplace of March King John Philip Souza, the the composer of our national march, the Stars and Stripes Forever. So just like Jamaica has a national song, did you know that we here in the United States have a national march? In fact, we're here in front of the Souza House on Capitol Hill, where John Philip Souza was born in 1854. Let's go check out the plaque in front of the house and see what it says. John Philip Souza, 1854 to 1932. Author, bandmaster, composer, Stars and Stripes Forever, Washington Post, Semper Fidelis, and other famous marches, was born in this house on November 6, 1854.
Well, hello, and welcome to Fun Facts. We're in the basement of the famous Souza House here in Washington, D.C. I want to share with you some fun facts about John Philip Souza, who was born in this very house. Fact 1. His parents were Portuguese, but born in Spain. Cool. Fact 2. Did you know that he played the violin? Amazing. Fact 3. In addition to being a composer, he was also an author. An author, you say? Yes. He wrote this book called The Fifth String. Now, I haven't finished it yet, so I can't tell you how it ends. But it is about a violinist. That I can tell you. But remember, a violin only has 4 strings. So, I don't really know what this 5th string is about. A mystery. I guess you'll just have to read it yourself. So if you ever decide to play an instrument, become a composer, or even an author, maybe someday you too will have a house named after you. Thank you for visiting and joining me for Fun Facts.
John Philip Souza was the 17th director of the President's Own United States Marine Band from 1880 to 1892 and composed 136 military marches. One of his most significant contributions to American culture and identity is his march, the Stars and Stripes Forever, which was designated as the National March of the United States in 1987. We hear this march played everywhere, especially during our Independence Day celebrations. This is culturally identifiable music for the United States, which celebrates our flag and our history. This music is particularly special to me because I was a member of the President's Own Marine Chamber Orchestra for 20 years, and I used to live in the Souza House. Let's listen to the Stars and Stripes Forever and imagine this being played during a huge fireworks show celebrating Independence Day for the United States of America. I hope you enjoyed our small glimpse into the vast universe of music and cultures from around the world. The one thing we can all relate to and understand immediately is the music, no matter what country it comes from. It really is true that music is the universal language. Please join us for our next episode, Building Bridges Through Music.
Thanks for joining us today on our time travel adventure. You have learned many things, but there is still a lot of music we must uncover from the past. Until we meet again, your mission is to find out something unique about your friend's culture. Join us for our next time travel adventure when we learn about how music builds bridges. Up, up, and away!
Hello, I'm Peter Gajewski, Music Director and Conductor of the National Philharmonic. I hope that you enjoyed Sound Impact's time travel adventure and will continue to join NatPhil as we explore music around the globe. This past spring, as the pandemic kept National Philharmonic's musicians from coming together as an orchestra, they filmed themselves performing solo pieces offering what cellist Yo-Yo Ma called songs of comfort. Please enjoy these performances that we call musical notes, as we all look forward to a time when we can gather again and make music together.